Most dog owners think healthy dog food has to come from a bag, a vet shelf, or an expensive supplement bottle. But some of the most useful things you can give your dog may already be sitting in your kitchen, not as a replacement for proper care, not as a magic cure, but as small, everyday foods that quietly support the body in ways most owners never notice. A dull coat, a sensitive stomach, low energy, stiff movement, even boredom around meals. Sometimes the first helpful change is not dramatic at all. It is one spoonful, one small bite, one simple food used the right way. And food number 15 is the one many owners completely overlook, even though older dogs often need it the most. The strange part is that dogs do not need complicated meals to benefit from simple nutrition. They need the right foods, in the right amounts, prepared safely. Because the same kitchen that contains helpful foods can also contain dangerous ones. So as we go through this list, notice the pattern. These foods do not fix a dog like a machine. They support systems, digestion, joints, skin, hydration, energy, and comfort. And once you see it that way, feeding your dog starts to feel very different. Number 1, pumpkin. Pumpkin is one of the most useful foods for dogs with sensitive digestion. What makes it special is the fiber. When a dog's stomach is moving too quickly, fiber can help firm things up. When digestion feels slow, it can help create gentle movement again. That is why plain pumpkin often becomes the food owners remember after one messy day. The important word is plain. No pie filling, no sugar, no spices. Just cooked pumpkin or pure pumpkin puree, added in small amounts. Number 2, blueberries. Blueberries look too small to matter, but that is exactly why they are easy to underestimate. They are low-calorie, naturally sweet, and packed with antioxidants that support cells as dogs age. For older dogs, this matters because aging is not only about joints or gray fur, it is also about the brain staying alert, curious, and connected. A few blueberries can become a tiny daily ritual. Not a dessert, but a little moment of support hidden inside a treat. Number 3, eggs. Eggs are simple, but they are not ordinary. A cooked egg gives your dog high-quality protein, amino acids, and nutrients that support muscle, skin, and coat health. This is why many owners notice eggs visually. The coat begins to look less tired, less dry, more alive. But raw eggs are not worth the risk. Cooked is the rule. No butter, no salt, no seasoning. Just a plain egg, used occasionally, can be more useful than many expensive coat boosters. Number 4, carrots. Carrots do something many processed treats try to imitate. They give the dog a satisfying crunch while adding real nutritional value. The chewing itself can help clean the mouth mechanically, and the beta-carotene supports vision and immune health. But the deeper reason carrots work so well is behavioral. Dogs enjoy texture. They enjoy work. A carrot turns snack time into a small activity, which means your dog gets more than food. They get engagement. Number 5, plain Greek yogurt. A dog's gut affects more than digestion. When the stomach is unsettled, the whole dog can seem unsettled, less comfortable, less energetic, sometimes even more itchy or reactive. Plain Greek yogurt contains live cultures that may support a healthier gut balance, but this is where owners must be careful. It has to be plain, unsweetened, and never contain xylitol. For dogs that tolerate dairy, a small spoonful can turn a regular meal into something gentler and more supportive. Number 6, sardines. Sardines are not pretty. They are not fancy. But for many dogs, they are one of the most powerful small additions you can make. Sardines packed in water provide omega-3 fatty acids, which support skin, coat, and normal inflammatory balance. This is the kind of food where the outside can change because the inside is being supported. A shinier coat is not just cosmetic. Sometimes it is a signal that the skin underneath is getting what it was missing. Number 7, sweet potato. Sweet potato is comfort food for dogs, but in the best possible way. Soft, warm, easy to digest, and naturally rich in fiber and nutrients, it can support dogs that need gentle energy without heavy food. The key is preparation. Cook it plain. No butter, no salt, no spices. Many owners accidentally ruin healthy foods by preparing them like human side dishes. For dogs, simple is not boring. Simple is often exactly what makes the food useful. Number 8, ginger. Some dogs do not travel well. They drool, swallow, pace, or look miserable before the car even starts moving. Ginger can be helpful for occasional nausea support, but it must be used carefully and in tiny amounts. This is not a food to throw into meals casually. It is more like a small tool for the right situation. And that is the bigger lesson. Helpful foods are not always daily foods. Sometimes the best food is the one used only when it actually fits. Number 9. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of those quiet foods that seems too plain to matter, but plain is exactly why it can be useful. Cooked oatmeal, with no sugar or flavoring, can be gentle for some dogs and may support sensitive skin from the inside through its nutrients and fiber. It also works beautifully as a soft meal addition for dogs who need something warm and mild. Not every dog needs it, but for the right dog, it feels like comfort in a bowl. Number 10. Apples. Apples give dogs crunch, hydration, and fiber, but they also come with one clear rule: remove the core and seeds. That small detail matters. Once prepared safely, apple slices can become a clean, refreshing treat that feels more interesting than a biscuit. The fiber supports digestion, and the texture gives dogs something satisfying to bite. It is not a miracle food. It is better than that. It is a simple habit that can replace less helpful treats. Number 11. Bone broth. Bone broth is not about excitement. It is about comfort. For dogs who are older, picky, tired, or recovering their appetite, warm broth over food can make a meal feel inviting again. It adds moisture, aroma, and gentle nourishment, but it must be homemade or dog-safe, with no onion, garlic, heavy salt, or seasoning. The real value is not that broth changes everything overnight. It is that it can help a dog want to eat when eating feels difficult. Number 12. Spinach. Spinach is a food that sounds controversial because owners hear warnings and benefits at the same time. The balanced answer is simple. Small amounts, cooked or steamed, can add nutrients. Huge amounts are unnecessary. Dogs do not need a bowl full of greens to benefit from them. They need a tiny addition that supports the meal without taking over the diet. Spinach teaches one of the most important rules in canine nutrition. More is not always better. Number 13. Kefir. Kefir is similar to yogurt, but often stronger in its fermented character. For dogs that tolerate it, plain unsweetened kefir may support gut health through beneficial bacteria. But again, the label matters. No flavors, no added sugar, no sweeteners. The reason kefir is interesting is that gut support is rarely visible in one dramatic moment. It shows up slowly. Fewer stomach surprises, steadier digestion, a dog that simply seems more comfortable in their own body. Number 14. Chia seeds. Chia seeds look almost meaningless until you soak them. Then they form a gel, and that gel is the clue. Soaked chia can add fiber and omega-3 plant nutrients in a gentle way. Dry chia is not the best idea because it expands. Soak first, serve small, and think of it as a quiet support food rather than a main ingredient. Sometimes the most powerful change in a dog's bowl is not the biggest thing in it. It is the smallest. Number 15. Coconut water. Coconut water is the one many owners forget because they think hydration only means water. And yes, water must always come first. But plain coconut water, in small amounts, can offer electrolytes that support fluid balance after heat, activity, or mild stomach upset. It should never replace veterinary care when a dog is truly sick or dehydrated. But as a gentle support, it has a place. Because sometimes a dog does not need a heavier meal, sometimes they need balance. What makes these foods meaningful is not that they are magical, it is that they remind us how much small daily choices matter. Your dog's body is always communicating through energy, appetite, coat, movement, and comfort. And when you learn to notice those signals, food becomes less about spoiling your dog and more about understanding them. Because a happy dog is not only loved. A happy dog is supported in small ways every single day. And that leads perfectly into the next video. 20 things dogs do only when they're living their best life.